love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always...
So in today's lecture, we are going to be seeing about EBS and how to actually encrypt it. So last time we actually saw how to actually copy from one region to the other region in EBS. So basically we create a volume, we create a snapshot, and then that snapshot, we actually copy that snapshot from one region to the other region. And then the copied snapshot in the other region, we actually create an AMI, which is an Amazon machine image. And from the Amazon machine image, we boot up the EC2 instance. So this is the way we actually move from or migrate a EC2 from one region to the other region. So we are clear about that, this, right? The same concept also applies to EBS, and this will also have a hands-on lab. So let's actually see the following. What is an EBS encryption? What happens when you encrypt? The encryption explode, and how to encrypt existing volumes on the console demo. So the encryption by the encryption is basically a secret key. Like whatever you want to speak, say suppose if you're in a house and if you want to communicate to a particular member of the house and there are some guests, and you don't want others to actually know what you're speaking, you use some sign language or some kind of a body language or some kind of a secret language. So this is called encryption, and the other person decrypts that. It's exactly the same here. So the EBS encryption actually comes with key management service and customer master key, CMK, while creating the encrypted volumes. So what happens when you actually encrypt an EBS volume? The data is at rest in the encrypted volume. All data in flight moving between the instance, the volume is encrypted. All the snapshots are encrypted. All volumes created from the snapshots are encrypted. So see this, the data at rest is encrypted. All data in flight is encrypted. Every snapshot that you create is encrypted. Any volume that you create from the snapshot is also encrypted. So encryption and decryptions, you do not do anything because it has been handled. It has got minimal latency. So the copying an unencrypted snapshot allows encryption. That is what I told you beginning. The snapshots of encrypted volumes are also encrypted. You can now encrypt root device volume upon creation, and I will show you that. So create a snapshot. This is exactly what I told you before, how to actually do it. Create a snapshot of an unencrypted, create a copy, create an AMI, and use it AMI. This is the same way to actually even launch the EC2. This is a repetitive slide. So before going to this slide, let's actually go to the hands-on. So here's the hands-on EC2, and I'm not sure how many times we're actually booting up this instance. So here we go, we launch this instance, we launch this instance. So everything is okay, T2 micro, all these things are okay. Quick start, 64 byte, instance type. All these things are actually okay. So configure storage. So if you see the configure storage, we can actually see this edit. Okay, this is the EFS. Yeah, this is the EFS. So so if this is the root. This is the root, right? Yeah, this is the root. 8 delete on termination. It is not encrypted. So if I want to actually encrypt it, now say suppose if I want to encrypt it, I have a KeyMS or default AWS EBS. But I don't want to encrypt it because I told you why. So what I will actually do is, this is the root. I will create a volume, and in the volume what I will say is I don't want this is not a root device, and this is also not encrypted. I can keep it as it is, okay, and then I can actually launch the instance. Okay, the key pair, I will use the same key pair, and I'll use the same existing security group, the launch wizard. The remaining all is the same, and we have already done this time and again, so by now you should be knowing by default what is actually happening. So this is pending, this will take some time, and we actually talked about it a lot of times. So let's actually see this. So now this instance is actually running. So when the instance is actually running, yeah, I can clear the filter. When the instance is actually running, I can go to my volume, and my volume, I see this is running, where one thing is the root, the GP2 I believe is the root, and the other thing is, both the things are not encrypted. All right. So what I can do is I can go here in this action, I can actually create a snapshot. Okay, and then I can say my snap. So add tag is snapshot, and then I can say create snapshot. So the snapshot has been created. So what I can do here is snapshot. So in this snapshot, which is actually completed, I can actually check on this action. I can say copy snapshot. Okay, this is the first thing you have to do. You have to copy the snapshot from one region to the other region. This is the destination region, and I can say encrypt this snapshot. And I can use the default and all these things, and I can create a snapshot. So now even this has been created. Okay, so if I go to my snapshot, I can see this. So this is my snap, and this is the copied. So one is encrypted, the other is not encrypted. So I'll go to this encrypted, and I'll say action. I'll say create an image of the snapshot. I can say snapshot encrypted AMI. I can say this encrypted AMI, Amazon machine image. I can create an image. The image has been created. So this is all like encrypted and stuff of that nature, right? So here we go. Now I can actually launch an instance from this AMI. Okay, everything is the same. I can actually launch an instance. What I will do is I'll say launch instance. Yeah, I can choose the same key pair because the same way of, and select existing group. And I can say launch instance. So this instance is being launched. So now it is launched. Now if I actually go to the EC2, I can say a dashboard or okay, this is pending. This should be running first. So let this actually run. Since this is I can refresh it, I can clear this filter, I can refresh it, it is still running. So if you actually see, there are two EC2 instances. So this is running, and okay, this is also running. So let me actually click on this, and if I actually click on this and forget this, I just need to see my properties, the status check, alarm check, public, elastic IP, the security group and stuff of that nature. See here, if I click on this, monitoring, okay, AMI ID, default, the security is the group that we actually gave, so don't worry about it. Storage, see, now this is encrypted. This is what I wanted to show you. This is encrypted, whereas the previous one, if you see the EC2 instances, if I actually click on this, and if I actually go to the storage, it is not encrypted. So this is exactly what I wanted to show you. Okay, now before we actually go, I want to tell you one thing. Let's actually delete everything. Okay, so let me go to my, there is a way to actually delete it. let me go to my volume. Let me select everything. My actions, let me say detach volume, and let me actually type in detach. Let me type in detach. So fail to detach, and I'll tell you why. So if I go to my snapshots, let me go to my AMI, let me actions, let me deregister my AMI. Okay, so this is gone. My snapshots, now let me delete my snapshot. Let me see delete. Now it is deleted. So this is also gone. Now I'll go to my volume. Now I'll delete all these three. One has been already done. So let me detach volume, detach, unable to detach, so that is okay. So let me actually see some other thing, and let me see why it is. Let me go to my EC2. Let me take both. Let me terminate the instance, terminate. So this is shutting down. So when this is shutting down, I can actually refresh. So this is still shutting down. You can actually see it here. But it says successfully terminated. Because it says successfully terminated, because it should be shutting down completely. And then I can actually go to my volume. So now I can detach a volume. Yeah, now see, since the EC2 was detached, now everything, that thing got detached. So if it is still running, it means like one EC2 is in store. So let me go to instances. It is still shutting down. I can go to my dashboard. The instances, 2 instances are running, which I don't want. I have 2 snapshots which I should delete. So let me go here, or the dashboard here. Let me refresh. 0. There are 0 instances running. Forget the security group, the key pairs, the volume. So this is the only thing that I have to detach. And I can say action, detach volume, detach. Let's say force detach. Let me say detach. But you guys got the picture. This is a way, because I don't have anything actually running here. All these things says like it is actually shut down, so I don't have anything running. So terminate instance, terminate. So one is terminated. Okay, one is definitely terminated. So the other one is actually shutting it down. So let's see, let's give it some more time. So this one is definitely terminated, and this one still says it is shutting down, but it has to be terminated. Okay. Okay, this is also terminated. So let's actually try this volume one more time. Let's actually go here. Let's actually do this. Let's say detach volume, detach. Yeah, now it is gone. Now it is gone. Did you see that? So that is the way you would go. And let me go to my EC2 dashboard. Let me actually refresh. I should not be having any instances. Okay, these are terminated. Okay, these are terminated. So it is just like a matter of refreshing. It's just like a matter of refreshing. Instance says, okay, it's already terminated and I can't do anything more. Okay, so it is just like refreshing, and boom, all the volumes and everything is actually gone. So now if you actually go to this slide, so what did we learn? The data at rest is encrypted inside the volume. Anything in flight is encrypted. All the snapshots are encrypted, which we saw. The volume created from snapshot is also encrypted, which we also saw. We saw how to actually encrypt the volume. So remember this. First is a snapshot of an unencrypted. Copy the snapshot from one region to the other region. After you copy, create and then encrypt, and then create an AMI on top of it, and use that AMI to actually launch the encrypted instance. I trust you have actually enjoyed this lecture. If you have any questions, kindly contact me. I'll try to help you to the best of my abilities. Till we see next time, take care, cheers, and thank you.